The sinking of HMS Prince of Wales in 1941 by Japanese naval aviation marked a fundamental development in naval warfare doctrine. As one of the most advanced British battleships of its time, its loss demonstrated the vulnerability of capital ships to air power. Today, the wreck lies in the South China Sea and is widely regarded as both a historical artifact and a war grave. The prospect of salvaging and reconstructing the vessel raises critical research questions. 1. Is large-scale salvage technically feasible given current conditions? 2. What are the legal and ethical implications of disturbing the wreck? 3. Can reconstruction meaningfully preserve historical authenticity? Existing scholarship on shipwreck salvage highlights 3 primary domains. Engineering studies emphasize structural degradation and lifting constraints in deep water wrecks. Smith, 2018. Maritime archaeology prioritizes in situ preservation as the preferred conservation strategy. UNESCO, 2001. Military heritage studies stress the ethical importance of respecting war graves. Brown, 2015. However, limited research has focused specifically on large capital ships, such as HMS Prince of Wales, particularly in tropical marine environments where corrosion rates are significantly higher. This study adopts a qualitative interdisciplinary approach, integrating technical analysis, review of naval engineering data on King George V class battleships, comparative analysis with previous large-scale salvage operations, e.g., Costa Concordia, environmental assessment, evaluation of corrosion processes, electrochemical and biological, analysis of seabed interaction and sediment embedding, legal and ethical framework, examination of UNESCO 2001 Convention on the Protection of Underwater Cultural Heritage, review of UK military wreck protection policies. 3.4 Scenario modeling, hypothetical modeling of salvage strategies, full recovery, modular salvage, in situ preservation. The wreck is located at a depth of approximately 60 to 70 meters in a tropical marine environment. Observations suggest extensive structural weakening due to corrosion, partial collapse of internal compartments, significant biofouling, and sediment accumulation. These factors severely limit the structural integrity required for lifting operations. Full salvage limitations. Recovering the vessel as a whole presents major obstacles. Loss of structural cohesion. Risk of catastrophic hull failure during lifting. Limitations of existing heavy lift marine technology at this scale. Modular salvage scenario. Segmented recovery offers a more feasible approach but introduces trade-offs. Potential loss of contextual integrity. Increased operational complexity. Risk of damaging historically significant components. Seabed interaction challenges. The wreck is partially embedded in sediment, requiring controlled dredging, stabilization of surrounding seabed, advanced underwater cutting technologies. Reconstruction faces both technical and epistemological barriers. Loss of original manufacturing techniques. Incomplete archival documentation. Difficulty balancing historical authenticity versus modern reconstruction materials. A hybrid reconstruction model, combining recovered artifacts with newly fabricated structures, is identified as the most viable approach. HMS Prince of Wales is designated as a war grave, invoking ethical obligations to respect human remains, legal protections under international and national law, potential diplomatic sensitivities. Intervention without broad international consensus may be considered inappropriate or even unlawful. Projected costs for full salvage and reconstruction are estimated in the billions of USD, including salvage operations, conservation and restoration, infrastructure for exhibition. Given limited financial return, such a project would require state-level or international funding and justification based on cultural value rather than economic gain. Modern conservation philosophy increasingly favors in situ preservation, particularly for structurally fragile wrecks, sites with high ethical sensitivity, environments where intervention risks irreversible damage. Digital technologies, e.g., 3D scanning, virtual reconstruction, provide alternative means of access and interpretation without physical disturbance. The salvage and reconstruction of HMS Prince of Wales present a complex interplay of engineering limitations, legal constraints, ethical considerations, and financial challenges. While partial recovery and hybrid reconstruction remain theoretically possible, full-scale salvage is neither technically nor ethically justified under current conditions. Preservation in situ, complemented by digital reconstruction, represents a more sustainable and responsible approach to safeguarding this historical asset.